live. So what's up everybody, my name is Timothy and welcome to this YouTube channel. As you know, we want to do analysis. From the topic of this video, you are seeing that we want to do an analysis on gold, which is XAUUSD, for the trades that we are expecting to happen tomorrow. So tomorrow will be on 30th September 2025, and what potential trades are we going to be expecting tomorrow? So the first thing that I am going to look at is if we shall be having any news tomorrow that may impact XAUUSD. So tomorrow will be on Tuesday, on 30th September 2025. So the potential news, let's look together. So we have on Tuesday, we have no news. Yeah, we have no news for XAUUSD. Wait, no, we have Jolt job openings, which will be at 5 p.m. So we should be aware that there is some red folder news at 5 p.m. So when I'll be executing my trades, I'll know that when it reaches 5 p.m., it's a no-go zone. So that should be in the back of our mind. So having looked at that, we are day traders and we start doing our analysis from the daily time frame, because basically gold is very bullish in the weekly, in the monthly. So I don't have even to look at them at the higher time frame. So in the daily time frame, what can we see? So again, we can see that we have broken out of this consolidation, where basically consolidation is where price collects orders. Okay, you find that for example, in my home area, we produce a lot of milk. So when the lorry that comes and takes the supply of milk comes, it will not leave until at least it gets almost 600 liters of milk before it leaves. But if it comes and it finds only 5 liters of milk, it's not going to move, because the cost of bringing the lorry to come and pick the milk is too much for the lorry just to go alone, to go empty. So what will happen is that the lorry will just be around there asking the neighbors, do you have milk, do you have milk, until it reaches a point where it has filled its capacity so that it can now move. So the same thing also with consolidation of price. If price wants to move maybe to new highs, or maybe it wants to drop, it will first of all consolidate the orders. Then after consolidating the orders, it will now have a push to the up, to the high or to the low. So in this scenario, you can see that clearly price is pushing to the above. And hey, today it was a crazy day, because you can see this was the candle for today. Very strong bullish candle. So what can we see? We can see that we had a break of structure here. And what do I mean by break of structure? This high was broken to create a new high. So this is what we call a break of structure. Are we together? This is what we call a break of structure. Then today, what has happened is that we have another break of structure. Okay, so price has broken this high. Let me just zoom in so that we can be able to look better. So we have this high has been broken, break of structure. So then the area of liquidity that we are anticipating for price to come and mitigate is this zone over here. So there's a possibility, it's not a must, but there is a possibility that we may have a small retracement tomorrow, targeting to come and collect these orders over here. Then we continue with the push to the above. So having done our analysis on the daily time frame, is there anything that maybe Steve or Eric you want to add before we go to the 1 hour time frame?
No, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
There's a fair value gap that was filled.
This one over here, this was the fair value gap that was filled, but there's still another fair value gap over here. So we should also be aware that price may also potentially push to this low. So we should have that in the back of our minds. So having you can mute Steve so that we have a clear audio. So having done that, we can see now the 1 hour time frame, and in the 1 hour time frame, this is the daily break of structure. And if that's the daily break of structure, we can see that price came and broke this high over here to create a new high. Okay, then okay, let's look at another scenario. So we had this another break of structure, but price came back and tapped this internal range liquidity, and we are having a push to the above. So basically, gold is bullish in the 1 hour time frame, but it has not broken any structure. I can't say that it has broken a structure unless it closes above this region over here, and we have 4 minutes before the market closes, and it may or it may not, it may or it may not close above that region over there. So but it is bullish in the 1 hour time frame. So what am I anticipating tomorrow? Let's go to the 15 minutes time frame, because we are bullish, everywhere is bullish. We have this break of structure. Let me just mark that out as a break of structure. Then we have also this one as our break of structure. So this now is a break of structure over here. That's a break of structure. So if that's a break of structure, this was the internal range liquidity, or the area that caused the push to the above. So potentially I'm anticipating that if the markets are going to open, we may have a small retracement to push below here before we have a push to the above. But if we change character, and I'm saying if we change character, and for example, if we change character, then we come back and tap this region over here, we may have a push targeting these lows over here, because this is a daily key level. So also we should have that in the back of our minds. If this area fails, okay, because this is the strong low, if this area is broken, we may be anticipating further sells targeting this low over here. Okay, so we shall be having that in the back of our minds. This is what I'm anticipating tomorrow. Either we come back and tap this region, or we break this low and we have sells targeting this daily drawn liquidity. Also remember that in this week we shall be having NFP news, so we should always be aware that price will go to areas of strong areas of liquidity, so that it can have a push from that region. So let us be aware, and also let us trade safely. So if you are interested in getting to trade with me one-on-one, remember that my number is 0790, the Kenyan number, +254 790 977 827. So you WhatsApp that number, you're going to get me, and we shall be able to get in touch and see how we can be able to learn together, and also how we can do our live trades together. Otherwise, I wish you guys a lovely Tuesday, and I want to wish you guys success as you trade XAUUSD. May you make money, and we shall be seeing you tomorrow to come and analyze what happened. Thank you so much for your time. Have a lovely evening.